So I want to share a quick testimony about God's goodness and His perfect provision. So many of you know that I've been needing a car, and my van is just kind of on its last leg. We've had issues the last year or two where it's just been, you know, it's old. Ruth is her name, and she's dying. Ruth is done. So we've had just a lot of car trouble, and I was just like casually in conversation with God one day, and I was like, man, God, I can't wait to get a new car. You know, it's like, man, I can't. It's like, it was really simple. It wasn't like complaining. It wasn't like manipulation. Like, hey, God, I need a new car. You know, or praying for it. It was just like conversation, like talking to him about life, and just like, it's gonna be nice when we arrive to that place in life where I can afford a new car. I don't remember the rest of the conversation. It's the only part that stuck out to me. But a few days later, my mom calls, and she was like, well, one of my friends called, and they don't like the fact that your car is not safe and you have all those kids. So in other words, they want to help, and if you come up with $2,000, they will match you on the other $2,000. So I was like, okay, all right, Jesus. It's funny because I was just praying about that, or not like just talking to God about that, and so that was really cool. So that was like already like, Jesus, like, wow, you're awesome. You obviously know what you hear me, you listen, and I know that, but it's really fun when it's tangible, when He really shows up that quickly. So I was really excited about that, like all hyped up, and then my friend calls, I think a day or two later. I posted on Facebook because I was like super excited because I wanted to share the testimony of God's goodness. And I posted on Facebook, and another friend was like, hey, I've had like this $100 that I've been holding on to for like an entire week, or two, or something like that, and they're like, and I never see you, and I have to give this to you, but I saw your post on Facebook and it reminded me that I have this money to give you. Like crazy. If they would have given it to me a few weeks ago, I might have spent it, right? So on something else. And I was just like, whoa, okay. So that happens, and then my dad was like, I want to help with with your car or whatever. So then he jumps in. So I'm like already to the point where I only need $1,000 left. Like, that's it, really. And my church, my amazing family at my church, were secretly raising money in the month of, I think, November, where they were selling tickets for the women's brunch at our church, and they gave me the $1,000 that I needed this past Sunday. So they had been already planning on giving me this money before I even talked to God about needing a car. So what I really like, that I think is just amazing about this, is God knows what we need before we ask. That scripture, it's coming alive in me, because He knew that I needed a new car. Like, my needs weren't, He didn't overlook my needs. Yes, I've been knowing I need a new car, but I also trust God with my safety, and that it's going to be okay, that He's either going to keep us safe in the car that we have, or He's going to provide a new car. So I rest in that, and that's okay for me. But He didn't look past my need and my desire. He delivered. Like, he's just so good, and it's so true that when we trust him, he is faithful. He's so faithful. So I'm amazed at our God. I'm overwhelmed by His love. I'm blown away, and I just wanted to share this testimony with my friends because I know that a lot of you donated and sewed in and felt led, and some of you didn't know why, or whatever, and I just wanted to testify and encourage, and also just testify and encourage anyone who's in a place where they've got some things that they're needing and wanting, and knowing that God is faithful, and He never overlooks our needs, and He hears us even in our not super spiritual times. So I just wanted to thank everyone, and I wanted to encourage anyone who sees this. So blessings and love to all of you.